Virgo. How's it going, you guys? Sorry, not Virgo, Capricorn. Why on earth did I just say Virgo? I meant Capricorn. Right then, apologies for the video that I put up for you guys a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, it didn't want to work. The audio was messing up. But good news, you guys. I've purchased a new microphone. I'm using it now. I think the sound's coming across much, much clearer than it has done of late. It's better than just relying on the laptop where the audio just keeps faffing around. So, right, let's get started then, you guys. I'm ready to go. So, I'm just taking this as Spirit's way of saying the reading that I did for you a couple of days ago obviously wasn't going to be the right one for this month. Energies seem to have changed in the last couple of days. I mean, I just did a Taurus reading, and the difference between 2 days ago and now is unreal. So let's see what changes are abound for you guys. Right, let's have a look. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. What's the energies for Capricorn for November 2017? Capricorn. Central issue. Very soon. Something's happening very soon. The Root. It's calling in a soulmate. Let me just put these. Yeah. Okay. Recent past. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. What's crowning is the honeymoon card. Sometimes see that card when you need to give yourself a break. And what's coming in? Passion. Interesting. Let's clarify this spread for you guys, Capricorns. Let's see what else comes out. Alright, let's see. We have Temperance reversed. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Five of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. The Eight of Wands reversed. And the Six of Wands reversed. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. The Ten of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Swords. I do see history repeating itself, Capricorn, as far as passion and addictions go. So if any of you have had... I'm not saying that this is with the same person. Some of you it could be. But if any of you have had very addictive sexual encounters in the past, and when I say addictive, it's pretty much got... Because, I mean, looking at this Six of Wands reversed. Now, usually this can mean not paying any attention to someone. But over the addiction card, I can't help but feel like it's not good attention. It's not that it's not being paid. It's just that it's not good attention. So we could be looking at stalker kind of. Someone's prying, spying, things like that. I think this is more an obsession. Becoming obsessed with someone through passion and sex. And I think that, like I say, whether this is the same person or not, I'm wondering if you guys may be falling into a trap here, okay, that you're creating for yourselves. Building a rod for your own back, if you like, for some of you. So, basically, very soon, and in relationship spreads, I would see Temperance reversed as feelings are not mutual. And then the Wheel of Fortune's reversed. This just doesn't look like it's going in your favour. And I think this is your realisation coming very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And I sort of feel the need to say, listen, if you don't want to fall into the same patterns from the past, This is where you need to decide now to release this. We have here what you're trying to do. This is the root of the problem. You're trying to call in a soulmate, but I just feel like you're going into these encounters, if you like, with rose-tinted glasses on, thinking that this is what's going to be the root of the happiness, when in reality, it's not. And this 5 of Swords reversed with the 10 of Swords reversed right here, the way that we're going about calling in a soulmate or trying to find a soulmate, it's not worth, you know, we're fighting for something that's not worth it. We've not healed. We've not settled addictive behaviours and obsessions from the past. And I think that's why some of you are hitting a brick wall here. So we've got a lack of communication. Either too much attention or none at all. With a codependency card. With an obsession or an addiction. From the recent past. Now, some of you are going to look at this and think, you know what? This isn't fitting for me in the slightest. Then that's fine. You don't have to comment. You don't have to be rude. You can show a little bit of respect for the Capricorns who are going through this. And just, you know, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I do read through my comments. And some, not just on Capricorn's vids, but, you know, on other vids of late have been just tedious, if I'm honest. Stuff I'm not interested in. My only interest lies with getting the right message to the right people, to the right lot of Capricorns who would feel that they are going through this energy. These are the messages that are meant for them. If it doesn't sound right, you're either in denial or it's just not for you. Found myself repeating that on just about every vid. I might just put a disclaimer at the front of the fucking every single video just to state. Is that what it's got to come to? Sorry, you guys, I don't mean to give you an ear bashing. Some of you are really respectful, actually, and always leave lovely comments, and I do like to read them. There's always that one snake in the grass. There's always one that's got to ruin it for everyone else, isn't there? Anyway, so this is a need to give yourself a break and to put some distance between you and this person or this behaviour. We're making offers that aren't being accepted, and like I say, you just need to put some distance between you and this person, I think. This is what you want to do. This is the offer that you want to give, but it's not being accepted. So here's the lesson that we need to learn. You know what lesson it is, Capricorn, because it's what's crowning you. The lesson is to learn to cool off and put some distance there. Some of you may be, not all of you, but some of you may be coming across a little bit overbearing, needy, clingy, and it's not good characteristics that anyone would look for in a partner. And this is more a need to cool off a little bit. Now, I think a good heads up is here. I do think there may be either a water sign or an air sign in your future who may try to come and offer something to you. And I do think that you may fall back into patterns from the past here, okay? And I think that it's all down to insecurity. I have the 8 of Swords here, okay, in the near future. With the 10 of Cups reversed, this is the end result if we continue on this path. If we continue in these destructive behaviours. This is a need to communicate, to talk. Put passion into communication instead of passion into passion. I feel like this is more about getting to know someone before we jump in. Again, thinking that, I'm going to say going into this with too many expectations, where your expectations are far too high for such an early relationship, I'm going to say. And I think that the perception of how we get into this is a bit off, because obviously when someone backs off and we feel rejected, or they find someone else, you know what I mean? And it's that rejection that causes these fears. That feeling that we're not good enough, that feeling that we'll never get what we deserve, you know what I mean? That feeling that we're never going to be happy. And there is someone for everyone. And no matter how many times I hear it, and how many times it can piss even me off, because it does sound patronising, I get it. But it's true. Not everyone, you know, most of you are not guaranteed to spend the rest of your lives on your own. It's, you know, there will be someone that will cross your path, that will want to get to know you. And I just think that this reading is saying, now's the time to learn from the past, to look back and to see where, as opposed to accusing everybody else of doing us wrong and we're not over it, let's try and figure out our part in this. What can we change about ourselves? Because you can't do nothing about your ex. You can't change anything about your ex. You can't. I mean, most people are nigh on to get closure out of an ex these days. Do you know what I mean? But what you can do is you can look at your part in it, your faults, whether they were big faults or whether they were minute faults. Anything that you can change that is going to better your chances of having a happier relationship. Because, yeah, there may be relationships in the near future, you guys. I'm not going to bypass that. We have offers of love, messages of love. We have communication, invites to talk and meet up. We have passion. But it is tainted by this. The Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups reversed. That is the outcome. Should we not change this? Should we not address what these addictions and our obsessions are? And address the part you may have played in any breakups? If, you know, it's one of those situations, I think, where you have to think, okay, in order to move forward, let's take a step back. Let's look back. Let's see. Okay, right. Well, I didn't have to do that. I guess I didn't have to do that. I guess I probably went about it that the wrong way. Maybe I overreacted there. Maybe I was a bit dramatic there. You know what I mean? Relationships in the beginning are supposed to be that honeymoon period. They are not supposed to be tainted with this kind of energy. They're supposed to be, you know, the honeymoon period. The light-hearted fun. You can't keep your hands off each other. Can't wait to meet each other's families and show each other off to the friends, you know what I mean? And if it's not feeling like that in the I'm going to say within at least the first 4 months, then there is a serious need to address, are you doing the wrong thing by sticking with someone who clearly isn't ready for Sorry about that, you guys. The video cut off because I had to answer the door. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's just one of those things really where you just have to reevaluate first. But I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. Should you want a private reading, you can email me. Otherwise, I'll be back soon with your mid-monthlies. So you take care. Bye-bye for now.